College football 26 has changed drastically over the last couple of weeks, and clearly you're clueless on what offenses you need to be running. Well, no worries, because in this video I break down the 4 best offensive playbooks that you need to be using regardless of your play style. Quick warning though, you don't want to skip out on any of these playbooks, or it could be the reason you're still trash on offense. Don't let that happen. Let's jump right into it. All right, so jumping right into it, we're talking about the glitchiest offense here in this game, and we're going to be in the Alabama playbook to start. So all you're going to need to do is come over to F twins over from the gun, and then you need to flick the right stick until you get this package. It's called Gadget at Halfback. Essentially what this is going to do is it's going to get your best gadget player, so you need to set that in your depth chart. It's going to get him at this halfback position. Now, if you're playing like Regs, for example, Road to CFB, what that does with Alabama is it gets Ryan Williams, a platinum shifty player, at this running back position. And essentially, this gives you human joystick and literally the easiest offense that you could ever run here in this game. It's so good, I should make this a paid ebook. Someone showed this to me one time, and then it's like, bro, like, what is this? Every single input that you use on your joystick is exactly what Ryan Williams in this case is going to do. So, you know, if you're playing Dynasty, for example, like, it's absolutely insane that you can swerve out and make CPU defenders miss without using any skill moves, right? All I really have to do, run right up to this guy and cut inside. 23 would have no chance to ever make a play on me because I have basically human joystick with Ryan Williams. So you can also change it to the wide receiver at quarterback package here from the same formation. And now this is going to put Ryan Williams at the quarterback position. And so that gives you some more runs. It gives you some more powers. I mean, just look at that. Now, we talked about pursuit angles aren't exactly the best here in this game, but they're certainly better than they were in 25. But this offense specifically from gun, twins over, gives you literally a dream. Everything you need. You can see a safety's coming down, has absolutely no chance because you have human joystick. And then also, if you want to, you can go ahead, bring Jam Miller in motion and call the power to the other side. You can see, I mean, you got to make sure you're not running into guys, specifically. But I mean, dude, this offense is insane. No one talks about it. It's why if you're still watching, you need to hit subscribe, because if you like this, you're gonna like all the other offenses that we have. But that's the Alabama, the glitchiest offense in my opinion in this game, because you really don't have to turn your brain on or play. So we're gonna come into gun Y off trio close, and then the best play is flood here in this game. So this is kind of similar to what we talked about in Madden. Now, they did make custom stemming these corner routes a little bit worse here, but still doesn't change the way we're trying to attack this defense. This tight end zig route gives you a great opportunity to hit throws right in the middle of the field, hold their user accountable, keep their user honest. And so if we go ahead and simulate that by manning up our tight end, that would just be like if they actually decided to fully commit to user in the tight end, boom, they man him up. All you're waiting for is that dig route right in behind him. It's really a great passing play, and it attacks every single level of the defense perfectly. So if we go ahead and put them in a cover 3 defense, we call our stem down corner out. We're on the short side of the field. We man up the tight end to create that same illusion. Boom, this time you can see we have our corner out once again. Okay, stem down corner routes, not as effective. They don't get the speed burst they used to get pre-pass from a couple weeks ago, but nevertheless, I mean, just easy money. Still easy money because it's still a corner out on the short side against a cover 3 defense. What happens? The thirds get pushed upfield, and so then we're able to just run guys right in behind their coverages, and it just makes it really easy. So that's that play, flood from gun Y off trio close. But we're not done here from this Oregon State playbook, because I broke this down in a YouTube short. The card will be in the top right if you want to check it out. But here we're talking about this play, mountain bench double post. So we're gonna go ahead and call the play right here. Again, this works against a cover 2 and a cover 3 defense, so a really great bomb. So all you're gonna do, put RB in a drag, put your slot receiver A on a shriek right here. So what you're going to go ahead and see, and I would always use base protection. That's something I'll talk about next week in another video, so turn notifications on so you don't miss that. And again, this is a bomb, so you're gonna certainly need time to set it up, but you can just see how cover 2, right? Split field coverage. We have a Shreve runs off the deep half, and then you have a post route running right in the middle. We know that. See, against a cover 3 defense, it's perhaps even easier. And now again, Bray Hubbard, or a safety right there, he is going to make that more challenging really than it needs to be. So I would just say that if you're playing cut, for example, if you have a good enough quarterback, you have fast enough receivers, it's just that we're using Oregon State and they're just not anywhere near as good as Alabama. But that's just wide open. That really shouldn't even be guarded by any defender here, but boom, we take it again. And you see, we stepping all the way up in the pocket makes it a little bit easier for you. Drive that pass in, possession catch, just like that. So again, that bomb from this bunch strong nasty, and again, the play is a mountain bench double post. Again, makes this Oregon State offense still the best passing offense here in this game. So many bombs, so many coverage beaters. If you like slinging it, this is the offense for you. And those first 2 playbooks don't even compare to what I have to show you for the rest of the video, so make sure you stick around and hit that subscribe button. Now, if you like to stay balanced, run the ball, pass the ball, a good variety, Ohio State's going to be the playbook for you. We actually have this game plan over in Victory Formation GG. So we're going to be in the single back bunch tight end right here, and we're going to start with this play vertical. So if they go ahead and call a cover 2 defense, as you would expect, we're going to have an opportunity to call this play verticals and throw this pass down the sideline literally every single time versus their cover 2 defense. They're really not going to have much of a chance. But another perk about this specific play verticals is it's not just against cover 2. If you put them in a cover 3 defense, you're just gonna quick snap and just make the high-low read, right? Trey or Peoples right here is going to be able to just make an easy play in the middle of the field, right? And so all you're really doing is reading their Mike backer. And so right here, you can actually just look up the seam, possession catch. That's something else that you can always do with this. But that's just verticals, right? I told you, we're being versatile. You can certainly run this ball with inside zone split. Gives you a great opportunity to get to the second level of the defense and turn it into a big game, really regardless of, who you're playing against or, who your players are. But this single back bunch tight end is a super toxic and annoying scheme. And it doesn't just end there. Really, I haven't even talked about the best play in this, which is going to be this RPO. Then that's when you're gonna be looking to press that button and throw that pass out there. Now, you can certainly hand the ball off to your running back right here and cut this ball up, right? It's actually a pretty fast handoff. It allows you to cut up pretty fast through the traffic, which is gonna be great for you. But again, you're just reading that slot corner. I'll look at the instant replay right here, make that guy miss, try to make another guy miss. You're just reading the slot corner. If he bites inside, that's when you want to let the ball go out here to this RPO. Boom, you see he's cheating all the way inside, looking to stop the stretch run, and that's when you're going to turn around and throw the ball out there. You can certainly hand the ball off really whenever you want, but it's just so dangerous with the RPO pass aspect that makes this Ohio State offense the most balanced scheme you can be running right now in college football 26. All right, so we just talked about a great balanced offense here, but to end off the video, we're talking about the most versatile offense in the game as far as giving you great passing options. So we're going to go ahead and come into the Bowling Green playbook right here, and we're going to start in their trips tight end. So not only whenever you have a trips tight end formation, you're able to play versatile on defense, right? On offense. Plays like verticals here that I don't even really have called. But, with a play like curl flat, all you're really trying to do is set up the crosser, the deep post right here. So if you can get time in the pocket, step up in the pocket, and then just look to that B receiver again. You're playing against Ohio State, so opportunities to, take your chances down the field. You could certainly, and I would recommend hitting this drag right here. But sometimes you want to take the top off of the defense, hunt the big play. Nothing wrong with that in certain situations. So again, trip tight end gives you a great opportunity to do that. But again, you have to have plays that allow you to just try to take the top off right up the seam, right up the middle. That's exactly what you're able to do there. But it really doesn't end with the trip tight end, because you also have gun bunch offset here. A new addition to college football 26 is the gun bunch offset, and you're just able to utilize plays like verticals, man. Boom, take the snap, make the read. Vertical's always one of the easiest plays for new beginner players, or really anyone, to start using, because it just gives you so many options. boom. If you see that linebacker is moving very far inside to the middle of the field, that's when you kind of want to hit your wheels. You can also just look right up the seam, right up the middle of the field right there to your crosser. There's a lot of things that you can do with a simple play like verticals from gun bunch offset. Boom, take it. They're not having super short flaps. They're not respecting the flaps. Put your tight end on drag, hit that. So it doesn't matter. And then you can also see if we go ahead and put them in man coverage again, they should be strapping us in man coverage. But really any setup from verticals, especially when you have drags and stuff, like a mesh concept is so easy. It doesn't matter who you're using. Mesh concepts are the name of the game if you're trying to beat man coverage. So this Bowling Green offense gives you so many options. You have bunch offset, you have trips, you have bunch strong offset, which I didn't even talk about. You can attack corner routes. You have bunch tight end, as we've talked about so many times here on this channel throughout so many years. Be versatile on offense. Bowling Green's exactly the playbook that you're looking for. All right, so that's going to do it for this video. Comment down below what playbook you're using or any other playbooks I should break down. But if you're sick and tired of getting fried on defense, you're scoring 50 points a game with these playbooks, but you can't stop anyone, click this video right here where I break down the best defense in college football 26 from the 3-4 defense. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.